10 family members froze to death in the scorching summer heat. A man approached one of the girls, lifted her head, and discovered her skin remained soft and elastic. She hadn't frozen to death. Instead, the sudden blizzard had caused snow to sweep across Argentina at a staggering 48 degrees Celsius. Everyone died instantly upon contact with the snow. While cars, phones, and all electronic devices lost power, only a few indoors survived. They gradually uncovered the terrifying truth behind the snowstorm. 5 old friends gathered to play cards. Just as they were enjoying themselves, the power suddenly went out. Strangely, everyone's phones shut down instantly. At the same moment, the hostess rushed downstairs in a panic. She told her husband Tom she'd seen through the window that their neighbor had collapsed on the street. Tom glanced out the window and guessed it was a heart attack, but as he prepared to open the door to help, a loud crash erupted outside a car. It crashed. The driver's arm hung limply out the window, seemingly unconscious. Then they saw heavy snow falling outside, but it was summer, with temperatures soaring to 48 degrees, just as everyone was feeling bewildered. The white-haired elder mentioned recent news reports about a fire at a power plant. This snow-like substance might be asbestos. The hostess nervously stopped her husband, saying the neighbor might have inhaled asbestos and been poisoned. She urged Tom not to go outside. Then the white-haired man seemed to remember something. He frantically pulled out his phone to warn everyone to call their families and tell them not to go outside. But after taking out his phone, he realized it wouldn't turn on. Tom thought he could use the landline phone. He picked up the receiver and pressed a few buttons, only to find the landline wasn't working either. Now everyone realized the situation was serious. Fortunately, Tom remained relatively clear-headed and didn't just stand there waiting for disaster. He promptly directed everyone to use curtains and bedsheets to seal any drafts in the house with tape. While everyone worked, the old man seemed off. After staring blankly at the bed for a moment, he silently took clothes from the hanger and put them on. Then he tried to open the door and leave, when a friend stepped forward to stop him. He shoved the friend aside. Finally, muttering curses, he declared he was going to find the child. But the moment he stepped out of the room, disaster struck. Through the window, the friends saw the white-haired old man collapse instantly after stepping outside. His body froze as if frozen in time. All fell into a sorrowful silence. Just as they were discussing the cause, one saw something through the window. The light came on in the neighbor's window across the street. The neighbor pulled back the curtains. One raised his arm, trying to warn him not to open the window. But from that distance, the neighbor couldn't possibly hear him. So Tom held the oil lamp up to the window, waving it back and forth as a warning. But the neighbor seemed to think Tom wanted something, and opened the window. In a split second, he froze against the window pane. His wife rushed over to check and also froze at the window. This scene left Juan feeling uneasy. His wife always got up early to run, so he had to warn her before dawn. Juan put on an old mask, then he nervously stepped outside. To his surprise, he found himself unharmed. It seemed the mask and clothes had indeed worked. Only when his feet touched the white expanse did he realize it wasn't asbestos at all, it was snow. Passing the body of a fallen friend, he paused for a silent moment of mourning before bidding farewell to his friend at the window. Along the way, he saw many dead bodies strewn across the streets. The city now resembled a post-apocalyptic wasteland, a city of the dead. Yet as he walked, he heard someone whistling. He cautiously glanced behind him but saw nothing. Only when the whistle sounded again did he notice it was the aluminum ladder of an electrical repair box. The wind caused it to scrape against the utility pole, producing a similar whistling sound. After the false alarm, he continued on his way. But minutes later, the snow fell heavier, and the whistle became distinct once more. He turned to look behind him again, and this time he distinctly saw a figure behind him. The man appeared to be wearing a helmet and carrying a gun. Juan, fearing danger, quickened his pace and entered the nearby train station. Fortunately, the man didn't follow. After over 2 hours of rushing, Juan finally reached the building where he lived. As soon as he entered the building, he saw a strange little dog with numerous plastic bags tied to its body. It seemed someone was using the dog for experiments, but upon finally reaching home, unease washed over him. The door stood ajar, unlocked. His wife must have been out. Suddenly, a noise came from outside. He stepped out to find a stranger stealing something. The stranger claimed ignorance, explaining he'd been sent by Juan's wife. Hearing she was safe, Juan let him go. Just then,